Ladies and gentlemen, modern smartphones are extremely expensive, and because of that, you may feel the need to take extra steps to protect that device. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at several cases for my very own Pixel 8 Pro. Now, of course, most of these will have Pixel 8 standard variants if you did indeed go that way. But at any rate, in this video, we're going to look at these cases. We're going to give each one sort of a mini review and hopefully help you decide what case will be the best fit for you and your own personal device. And we're going to start off with the Caseology Parallax 3D ergonomic design case. This is, of course, for the Pixel 8 Pro. This case is $21.99. This is one I purchased with my own money. And I have to say, I really like this design. This is not a pattern. This is actually a three-dimensional texture, which I doubt I'm going to be able to really properly demonstrate to you. But it is a somewhat soft case. I like the look of it a lot, textured differently down here and up here. I think it gives the Pixel a really nice look. Lots of different textures, but I really like this color. It says bay blue, but it almost has like a purple look to it. So definitely keep that in mind if you go with this case. They do have a matte black and an ash gray as well. Installation, as you can see, is dead simple. And once it's on, feels really nice, and it solves one of those problems for me, which is grip. Right, you have this texture here on the side, which does give you a nice grip. Not too much of a lip there to get in the way of doing gestures. Buttons are still very, very easily accessible. It does kind of soften that curve up towards the camera bump, which I think is a really good idea as well. We have a cutout where the speaker, the earpiece is, I should say, up there. And if you're like me and you have a screen protector on, as you can see there, it goes right up perfectly to where that screen protector is. So this is one that I can already recommend quite highly. The cutouts are all really, really well made. High quality case that isn't going to break the bank. I like this one a lot. This next case is the Tudia Merge Grip, and this one actually has a pretty nice special feature, which I will show you here in just a second. We are looking at the green lily and the indigo blue colors. This is a very basic sort of nondescript looking case. Nothing really stands out to me about it in terms of the appearance. You can see it's kind of a dual layer thing going on there. And it is similar to the Caseology one in that it is a little bit on the softer side, should still provide a decent amount of protection. It might actually be more rigid here on the back than that Caseology case was. Yeah, definitely more rigid. So potential for having a bit better protection there. This model that we're looking at here is $23.99. So right in that same price area. Again, we come right almost up to where that screen protector is. There is a tiny little bit of a gap, similar cutout there. Neither one of these are super duper sharp here where the USB port is. That's a common problem with these things, is that you'll be holding it with the old pinky grip and causing some pain there. But I said there was a special feature here that makes this one $23.99 instead of $18, which is the base model, and that is the fact that it has MagSafe built in. So perhaps this is a big device. Maybe you want to grab yourself a grip like this thing. Well, you're going to be able to do that, and the grip is pretty strong. It's not the strongest I've ever felt on a MagSafe case, but it's going to do enough to be able to hold on to something like this, and you could potentially grab something like a car charger with a really strong magnet, and it's going to do a really good job with that as well. Some grips here on the sides, which I think also do a good job of just making it a bit easier to hold on to. I do wish it was a little bit grippier. It does kind of have almost a slippery thing going on. Not like there's no case, but like I said, I wish that it had just a little bit better grip than this thing actually ends up having. But hey, MagSafe, so now you don't really have to worry about that problem at all. It's going to be very, very easy to hold on to at that point. Get a look at the buttons here. They're just fine. No real impeding of using those buttons at all. Now, if you want to take a step up and really try to protect your device, we have a decent option here for you. This is the Caseborne Pro case. This is supposed to be military grade, and actually does come with a belt clip. As you can see here, if you want to go full dad mode, is what I would call it, this is going to be a pretty good option. And as you can see, this is MagSafe compatible as well, which is really, really convenient. This thing does have a two-piece design, which you can see here. Basically what you're meant to do is pop this piece on first, and then pop the rest of it into the main case. And there you go. Looks like we are well fitted in there now. Not too big of a dip there. Again, this one does come close to that edge, but not quite all the way like the other one did from Caseology. It does have a grippy, sort of rubberized texture around the edge, so you're definitely going to be able to hold on to this thing pretty well. And I'm going to throw a video up on the screen right now to show what these cases are capable of. You're probably seeing right now someone throwing a phone in one of these cases at a wall or something like that. These things are apparently incredibly durable. Here on the bottom, you actually have a cover for that USB-C port to kind of keep stuff out of there. Speakers are cut out nicely, precise cutout here for the camera. When your phone is in this thing, it absolutely does feel like a tank. And then of course, you have your belt loop here, which it will snap right into, have this kind of attached to your side. And I guess this is how you kind of release it there. And out it comes. This is the case to get if you're like a construction worker. And it actually does come in all black as well. I don't think I said it. This is $39.98 on their website. Probably got a link down below to Amazon as well. Not a bad price for this much added durability. Sticking with that same sort of ultra durable thing, we have a couple of cases, actually a few cases from Poetic Cases. And these are kind of interesting because they give you some options here. It's a two-piece design where you're going to be picking one of these two things to put onto your Pixel 8 device, and then you're going to be snapping that into the case itself. One of these has a screen protector sort of built into it. Now, my device already has a screen protector on it, so that's not the one I'm going to be using or testing. I'm not going to speak to the quality of this particular aspect of this because I just don't really have a way to test it. You can see they've got this thing going on over the fingerprint scanner, which in my experience is a bad idea. It basically tries to adhere, it's sticky, tries to stick to the screen so it doesn't affect the fingerprint scanner because this is not actually adhered to the device, but that spot needs to be in order for the fingerprint scanner to work properly. And it just never looks that great. So I would advise use an independent screen protector instead of something like that. But let's snap this thing on. Really simple. So you're going to put this thing on there first, and then you'll grab the rest of the case, which we can look at here. Mil Standard 810G. So this thing should be very, very durable. Kind of a grippy feeling there inside, rubberized on the edges. Once that frame is on, you basically just stick the entire thing inside the case. Very similar to the case-borne design. And I think that that's looking pretty good. Nice and grippy on the sides. Not really too loose in this area. There's a spot right there that's a little bit looser than the rest of it, and I don't really know why that is. Maybe because that's where the buttons are. Buttons are easily accessible still, so that's good. USB port is covered as well. And then a cool feature about this one on the back is you have a kickstand, and this should allow it to stand up in that orientation or even in that orientation. So that is a really nice value add on the back of this particular case. Now this one is going to run you right around $25, so definitely worth a look as well. I'm not sure how I feel about these little fake rivets sticking out that might be prone to catching on, your pocket or something like that. But overall, really nice design. Again, this one comes very close to the edge of my screen protector. Really solid. Now, this next one is really, really similar to the last one, also from Poetic Cases. The biggest difference is this is clear instead of that, kickstand on the back. You have your MagSafe ring, which I think is really, really nice. One problem, though, is just static. This thing is attracting everything in the house. Little dog hairs, anything floating around, it is just sticking to it. You do also have that same frame design where you can do the screen protector one or the one that has no screen protector. I will say that mine actually did come with a little bit of a scuff. Can you see? Right there, there's a little bit of a scuff that I can't seem to get rid of. Cleaning it off on both sides, and you can see that scuff still there. So again, I'm not a huge fan of this, but we'll try snapping this thing together. You're gonna wanna make sure that you go USB-C port the bottom side down. Somehow I managed to reboot my phone while I'm doing this. But that's looking pretty good. Also make sure there's nothing floating around underneath there because it's just going to be trapped in between, and that's going to be a little bit of an annoying look. But yeah, the MagSafe is there. It seems like it's pretty darn strong. It's not going to fall off. I like the look of this one quite a bit as well. This is also going to be right around $25. Nice grip on the sides. Again, the buttons are solid. You don't have those rivets on the back. If I was going to go with one of these, it would probably be this one because I love the MagSafe, and I think overall that is a nice looking case. We'd have one more from Poetic to look at though. So this one is much simpler. It also says it is military standard 810G. It feels like it is a dual case kind of design, which I'm actually seeing more and more. There's this rubberized bit and then this harder plastic outer shell. This one's cheaper. I think it's right around $17. Orange accents there. Maybe that's something that you're into. Much, much simpler than the last two, but should still provide a decent amount of protection once it is fully installed. I do like that the rubberized bit kind of sticks through on these locations here to give you a little bit of extra grip, because the rest of this is not a particularly grippy material. Pretty low profile other than that orange accent, but overall this looks pretty good. Not a lot of a gap there either. Buttons are all pretty nice. Got a decent cutout here at the top as well. For $17, if you're looking for a military standard, something that should be quite good at protecting your device, this is pretty good. It's also quite even, quite flat with the camera bump, which is going to be beneficial for a lot of people's pocketability as well. And the last case on this list is probably my favorite. This one is by Thinborn, same company as the Caseborn case we just looked at. This thing is $44.98, and it is a razor thin Aramid fiber case. I should mention this case as well as the Caseborn case we just looked at. They both do come with a screen protector in the box. I think 2 screen protectors in the box. This is, though, Aramid fiber, really, really tight weave, incredibly lightweight. This thing is not going to add any bulk to your device at all. Installation like that is dead simple. The only thing I wish that it had was MagSafe. Man, if it had MagSafe, this thing will be absolutely perfect. Perhaps I'll attach a pop socket or something, or a MagSafe ring to the back of it myself, but man, that looks sleek as all get out. It is extremely well made. All the cutouts are super, super precise. You just have access to your buttons there, right? And keep in mind, this thing isn't going to necessarily have the same shock absorption as something else, but Aramid fiber is deceptively strong. This is going to protect your device a lot better than you probably think it's going to. And again, look how sleek this looks. One more thing to point out, Thinborn and Caseborn, both of these are coming from a company that is run in Texas. So if that matters to you, you want to help support an American company, that's a good way to go as well. All right, so let's run through these listings on the Amazon store so you kind of know what you're looking at. This is the Tudia Merge Grip for the Pixel 8, $23.99. Same price for the Pixel 8 Pro. Now this thing does say that it was drop tested, certified military grade, and tough Rhino technology. They don't give a height or a military standard, but they are claiming to be at least somewhat durable. Again, MagSafe in place there. The Caseology Parallax case, $21.99 for the 8, and the same $21.99 for the 8 Pro. These do also claim military grade drop testing. For the Caseborn cases, I'm just going to send you directly to their sort of home page here. You can see Pixel 8, $34.99, Pixel 8 Pro, $34.98. This other color, there is a premium, bumping it up to $39. Let's look at one of their pages really quickly though, so we can see a few things. It does come with a screen protector, not one that's built into that rail, but an actual tempered glass screen protector. They claim it exceeds 4 times mil standard 810G 516.6 drop tests, up to 21-foot drop protection. So these are claiming with some good numbers there, they're going to be keeping your phone pretty safe. For the Thinborn, the Aramid fiber ones, you're looking at $39.98 for the Pixel 8 and the same price for the Pixel 8 Pro, which I do very much appreciate. Made of 600D Aramid fiber, but it is not designed for drop protection. This is an Aramid fiber. It's not a shock absorption type thing, so definitely keep that in mind. For the Poetic Revolution case, this is the one that has the kickstand on the back. We're looking at 20-foot military grade drop tested for $23. For the same thing for the Pixel 8 Pro, it goes up to $24. Again, we're getting the same sorts of drop protection, military grade, 20-foot drop, shock proof, drop proof, impact resistant, scratch proof. This is another very, very high durability case. The Guardian Mag Pro, this is the one that's clear on the back with the MagSafe. It is $24.95 and it's testing with similar sorts of specifications. Anti-scratch polycarbonate back as well for the 8 Pro, $24.95, of course, same specs. And for the Poetic Neon, the more basic one, $16.95. Let's see what kind of shockproofing they have. They're also saying mil standard drop test and used by law enforcement agencies. That's pretty interesting. And then for the 8 Pro, $16.95. That was a lot of cases. Links to everything in the description down below. If it is an Amazon link, it is an affiliate link, which means I will earn commission if you click that link and then make a purchase. That is a great way to help support the channel. I think all of these cases, but the Caseology one, were sent to me for review to make this video. With all of them, no early copy was given, no editorial input was given, and no money changed hands for the production of this video. So you can trust I just said exactly what I thought. So thanks to all those brands for sending stuff out for me to review like they did. I do appreciate it, guys. Subscribe for more content just like this. And until next time, stay nerdy.